For just a moment, I'd like you to go back in time with me. At 17, what sorts of things were you thinking about? At 18, what concerns did you have? At 20, who could you count on? All young people ages 17 to 24 face challenges as they transition from an adolescent to an adult. For most of us, we had positive family supports in our lives as we made that tricky jump from an adolescent to an adult. But for youth who are moving to adulthood from the streets, from the criminal justice system, who have limited family supports, or are aging out of foster care, at 18, lose their insurance, their housing, and their family supports while they struggle for self-sufficiency alone. Today in Massachusetts, 1 in 10 youth ages 18 to 24 is not working and is not in school. And for the subset of youth who are aging out of the foster care system, the challenges to independence are even greater. Within the first 2 years of leaving state custody, 1 in 5 will be homeless, and 1 in 4 will be incarcerated at an average cost to the state of $43,000 a year. Resources for this population, transition-age youth, exist, but they're scattered, they're hard to find, and one must meet specific eligibility requirements. At Tempo, we help to remove these barriers by providing resources and young people together under one roof and at one location. A key part of our model is offering unconditional support. No one is turned away from Tempo. Whether it's their first attempt at a goal or their 10th, the door is always open. Another part is our youth-driven approach. We put young people at the front and center of everything we do at Tempo, from hiring of staff to the layout of the building, to joining executive members of our administration and governance of Tempo. And our OneStop Resource Center is just that. We bring 5 community resources together, and they're all co-located under one roof and at one location. Our collaboration and not duplication allows Tommy, an 18-year-old who's just been released from jail, to come into our front door and get help with his resume while he's doing a load of laundry. He's able to find a shelter while he has a healthy meal. And he's able to meet with a transition facilitator to work on some short-term and long-term goals that will help him stay off the streets and out of jail. Another young person who comes to Tempo is Kim. She's a young adult. When we first met her, she was homeless and living in a shelter with her husband and 2 children. And although she had a family of her own, she had not yet reached the goals to become a successful and independent adult. She had severe mental health issues. She wanted a safe and healthy place to call home. She needed a GED, and she needed a job. And every day for 6 months, she came to Tempo, and she teamed with a transition facilitator. And this is where she is today. In addition to all of her goals that she achieved, she's proud to have a safe place to call home. She's proud to be a dedicated mother, and she's working on her next life goal, which is college. Since Tempo opened in 2007, we have worked, over 1,000 young people have gotten resources at Tempo. Of those who work with a transition facilitator, we do see our greatest impact. Last year, 63% improved their education, 83% stayed out of trouble with the police or successfully completed probation, and 86% found a new job or stayed employed. Tempo's model works, and it makes financial sense. The cost for someone who has not successfully become an independent adult can cost the state anywhere from $4,000 a year to $43,000 a year. At Tempo, the cost for one young person to get unconditional support and resources is $1,600 a year. During the next 2 years, we have a lot of goals. Tonight, we're seeking a 2-year investment of $640,000 to help us expand the number of young people that come to Tempo, to help us continue our focus on health and employment, to enhance our outcome measures, and to reach financial sustainability. In 2007, we opened our doors with a multi-year seed grant from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation as a promising and innovative approach to working with young people. And we've proven that it works, and we're looking for your support. Before closing, I'd like to share a quote with you from a young man who comes to Tempo. His name is Shane. "When I'm at Tempo, I feel a part of something that is bigger than just a resource center. I feel helped, I feel welcomed, helped, and more important, I feel safe. Thank you, Root Cause, for this opportunity to talk tonight. I look forward to meeting with you all at the booth later, and I invite you to join me in our work at Tempo. Thank you.